multifaceted. Listen, I'm sorry it's been a few days. Y'all know what? Ever since I started painting, I'm I'm in love with the painting. She got it, she going, she rolling, and she know, and I'm in love with my painting. Okay, it's giving that type of energy, yo. Okay, when I say I'm in love again, I'm in love. I'm in love with painting. Okay, because I get to see who I am through painting. Okay, oh my God, yo, I done did like how many? Four. I done did four paintings so far, and I ain't showed nobody my paintings again. Okay, listen, y'all gonna have to work for it. Y'all gonna have to help me out. All right, y'all gonna have to work for them paintings. If y'all want to see another one, all right, get me to at least 1,500 likes in 24 hours. Cause I be having at least 1,500 views in 24 hours. So if you get me to 1,500 likes in 24 hours, I'll show y'all my other one. Okay, my other ones, like one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. But listen, who I am is showing. Period. Who I am is showing. Okay, I'm starting to love to do that more than anything else. All right, this is the energy. I know I just started trying to be dedicated to this channel over here, but I'm almost feeling like I want to sit this down so I can do that all day. Like that's the energy that I am in. Okay? Because I have found who I am in painting. All right? Listen, ancestors closest to the sun, please help me channel this message. Please tune into my frequency or allow me to tune into yours. Please protect me as I channel through this energy. All ancestors closest to the sun, you may remain. All others, you must leave. Listen, when you go on that journey to find yourself, okay, you never know what you come across, okay? Your dreams are not just dreams. Your dreams is telling you where your path is, where you're supposed to be going, okay? So if you keep having certain type of dreams or certain type of visions, it is trying to lead you. It is trying to guide you to where you are supposed to be, okay? Literally. All right. The free write that I did is up for the challenge. Okay. Up for the challenge. Okay. What's the rune here? The rune, wow. Berkana that came out sideways. Okay. Berkana is nurturing and fertility. It came out sideways. All right. So it is giving me the energy. Wow. Nurturing and for. Okay. So this is a message here. Okay. I'm not going to even do that message yet. I'm going to save that message. But fertility in America. Okay. That's going to be the topic. Fertility in America is going to be the topic. It's so funny that this came out because I already had intentions and plans on showing you a video, okay, that I seen on TikTok, all right? Now, when it comes to and then I'm seeing wealth, prosperity, and investment at the bottom with Fehu here. Okay, I'm getting that there is somebody that may be trying to take something from you. Somebody don't want you to nurture who you are. Okay, it could literally be babies. Okay, all right. Let me see what this rune is here. Up for the challenge. Up for the challenge. What is this? Ooh, okay. This is Urus. Urus. Okay. Urus is manifesting. I believe it's power and vitality. Urus. Yep. Manifesting power and vitality. Okay. That is the energy. Now, what I'm getting out of this is um it's time for us to pretty much step into power, or for you to step into your power, or to take your power back, okay? But are you up for the challenge? All right, this is the energy that I am picking up on my free write. The cards that came out was Kanaz, all right, and that's knowledge or creative power. Are you up for the challenge to finding out what your creative power is? Okay, we gonna just use me for example. My creative power is painting. Okay, I learned that I have different levels to my painting. Okay, I'm not just the symbolic painter. I paint all type of shit. All right. And I'm learning this about myself. Okay. And I've learned that when you have that creative power, 9 times out of 10, you may not even know what you're going to be painting. It just comes out as you start to do this. Okay. And it don't just have to be painting, it could be whatever it is that you are guided to do. Okay. It's like it's effortless. It's like you've been doing it for forever. Okay. It's that type of energy when you are in touch with your creative power. Okay. But are you up for the challenge? I'm seeing danger, destruction, and defense with Thoracise. Okay. Because Thoracise came out as well. So you have to defend whatever creative power that you have. Okay. Now, when it comes to me, I'm just going to let you guys know. The full moon was, I think it was yesterday. When it yesterday, I believe the full moon was yesterday. And if you pay attention to your body, you will begin to know things that is happening and things that is going on with your body along with the moons. Okay, I realized that there's someone trying to tap into my sacral space, my sacral energy during the moons. Okay, and I know this by way of thumping. Okay, I get a thump. Okay, I'm not talking about that throb, ladies. I'm talking about that thump. It's a thump, like when you're pregnant and you feel like, when you know that the baby is there and the baby shouldn't even be moving really, but you feel like something is happening there, something is going on there. That is what happens to me during certain moons. Okay, so that's telling me that somebody is trying to tap into my creative power, or somebody is trying to have some sort of access to me. Okay, you have to pay attention and defend yourself at all costs. Okay, I do want to say, I know a motherfucker had a hard time yesterday getting into my energy. Okay, a hard time, because when you know, you know. When you notice, you do things to combat whatever it is somebody else is trying to do to you. Okay, so get into your creative energy, get into your creative power, and once you get there, defend that. Okay, I also want to say, I know that I am exactly where I am supposed to be, exactly where I am supposed to be. Okay, as far as painting, as far as everything that's going on in my life right now. Okay, and I know this, you know, that in the Bible it says something about allowing Satan to test, okay, or allow it, like with Job, God allowed Satan to test Job. Okay, um I now have proof that that part is real, that that part is true. Okay, because I've never ever had a vision of something bad or something that wasn't, maybe once, but I've never really had a vision of something where I was like, wow, what the fuck was that? Wow, what the fuck was that? I saw it in color. Okay, and it looked as if it envied me. Okay, it was an eye, it was one eye, it was the right eye, and it gave lizard. Okay, it kind of gave lizard. It didn't give me a full on visual. Okay, it gave me like a side. The vision came in like that. I saw the one eye. The eye had like red in it, but it definitely looked like it still was either a human eye or like a bird eye. Like it looked real humanish. Okay, but the way it looked at me was as if it envied me. Okay, it is that type of energy that is out here, and I was able to see it. So I was like, yeah, I know I'm on my path. I know I'm exactly where the fuck I'm supposed to be, because who the fuck is you, nigga? Okay, this is the energy. Okay, and it's like it came in real quick, looked with that envious type of look, and went right back out. And I was searching, and this is me looking behind my eyelids. Okay, I'm not asleep, I'm not meditating, I'm seeing visual things behind my eyelids. Okay, conscious, very conscious and very aware, and I'm seeing other things happening at that same time, but that just so happened to catch my attention. And it's like, who are you? Who were you? What is you? Like it gave that. Okay, but I can tell it envied me. I can tell it didn't like me. All right, that type of energy, but I felt completely safe. Okay, that's how I know exactly I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Now, are you up for the challenge? All right, this was the free write. Up for the challenge. Being up for the challenge is not quitting when things get hard or take a break from your goals. Being up for the challenge is seeing things all the way through, whether big or small. Always be up for the challenge. Days of regret are easy to have if you are not careful. Have discipline in your life because life doesn't have a lid. So if you start trying things and doing things with no discipline or self control, then you will come across regrets sooner than others. However, when you're up for the challenge, your discipline level is there and respected without even having to pay any attention to the fact that the discipline level even exists. Life came with no manual, but discipline helps you at least maintain a level of dignity, but also a limit to what you would do or would not do. Self control helps guide one's life. Silence and attention allows you to connect and hear your ancestors. Being guided by pure light is enriching, but not only that, it is also fortunate. Okay, now when you are completely up for the challenge, okay, you are willing to get rid of everything else that is going on in your life. You are really willing to give up, okay, you are willing to let God lead you, okay. It is that type of energy when you are actually up for the challenge, okay. Now, what I got as far as a download, actually what stood out to me the most was the fact where it said that there's no manual to life. However, discipline, okay, discipline keeps you with dignity. Discipline keeps you from overstepping those boundaries. So even though there's no manual in your life, does that mean to just go buck fucking wild out here just because there's no rules to life? It's no manual to what you should do and should not do, okay? That's embedded in your DNA. Okay. You have people that's doing all type of shit, okay, all type of shit, even mixing and mingling with people that they should not even be mixing and mingling with, okay. It is that type of energy here to where um God gave us the ability to make that choice, okay? Now, you can be disciplined with your choice, or you could just be buck wild with your choice. And 9 times out of 10, those that are buck wild with their choice, they're living with more regret than those who are a little bit more disciplined with their choice, okay? But you have to be up for that challenge. Now, the downloads that I got was Big Wheel. And I don't know what year Big Wheel came out, okay? I think it could have been like in the 70s or something like that. I do know that I had one, all right, but I believe my mama and them had one too, okay? Or my youngest uncle had one too. So big wheel is very, very significant. I'm also seeing somebody with some sort of a bike, and one of the wheels are bigger than the other one. It's like a tri bike or a tricycle type situation. Here is an adult bike, but one of the wheels are bigger. That's significant. House fire came to me as well. Oscar Mayer. Okay. My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. Okay. Somebody's name could be Oscar. Okay. Somebody could be really like baloney. Okay. Or you was raised on baloney. All right. Punky Brewster. Okay. So this is kind of giving me 80s. All right. I'm also picking up on Cherry. Okay. She's significant. She was the black girl. The one that I'm remembering is her stuck in the refrigerator. Okay. So somebody's life could possibly be in danger. Okay. I'm remembering her being stuck in the refrigerator. Okay. Specifically Cherry. Somebody's name could be Cherry. Okay. So you could be somebody who's stuck in life right now. Okay. Or feel just stuck, feel held down. I'm seeing porcelain. Okay, I don't know why I'm picking up on porcelain teeth. I don't even know if that is a thing. Porcelain fucking teeth. Okay, I don't even know if that is a thing, but I'm picking up on porcelain teeth. I'm also picking up on cherry colored porcelain. Okay, so somebody could have like it's not a red bathroom. It's almost like burgundy, cherry color, burgundy porcelain in the bathroom. Like the tiles are like burgundy or like a dark. It's not red. It's a burgundy. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting cherry porcelain. Goodwill. Okay, that's giving me somebody who's possibly not doing as good as they want to be. Somebody who's possibly in poverty. okay, or you've lived a certain life of poverty. Okay, I'm seeing lollipop here as well. You could have a child, Punky Brewster here, big wheel, lollipop. That's giving me that somebody also has children possibly here. Okay, I'm also seeing feature. Okay, so it's something with somebody's features here. Okay, Oscar. Okay, it's giving me Oscar the Grouch, the green guy in the garbage. Okay, so again with Goodwill and Oscar, that's giving me like somebody is possibly not doing too good. Somebody is in poverty here. Okay, um, poverty with children is what I'm picking up on. All right, but feature is something about feature. Okay, you don't look like what you've been through is what I'm picking up right now. Okay, something with a house fire. Okay, you could have possibly seen a house fire, cried over a house fire is what I'm getting here. Okay, a house fire in Christmas time is what I'm picking up. Okay, Meyer. Okay, that could be a street called Meyer. Okay, that could be a last name as well. All right, that is the energy that I am picking up when it comes to that. When it comes to up for the challenge, okay, this is giving me the energy of somebody who is possibly trying to come out of poverty. Okay, you could possibly be the age of like Punky Brewster, whatever her actual age is, or whenever the big wheel actually came out. I don't know if those are like the same year or not. Okay, but something very significant with that. All right, I am picking up on the date for Goodwill when Goodwill rolled out back in the day. I don't even know when that was. Okay, I'm 44, but I don't know when Goodwill rolled out. Okay, so something significant with that date as well. All right, it's something about dates here. Cherry porcelain. Okay, when was cherry porcelain? Look that up for me. When was cherry porcelain introduced to the bathrooms? It's an old thing. Like if you get a house with cherry porcelain, you know that that was done around a certain time of the year. Okay, yeah, it's something significant with cherry porcelain in that year. All right, um, that's what I got with that. Let me see what date he come up with cherry porcelain because that's very significant. 17th century to the present day. The 17th century. So was that what? Yeah, 1600s. From 1603 to 1867. Okay, is when that cherry porcelain was in style. So we could be talking about some sort of past life energy that is here. Okay, this is giving me past. Everything from here is in the past except for like Oscar Mayer. They still do that. Okay, lollipops, they still do that, but them bitches ain't the same. If you are a candy lover like I was, and then I tend to try to go back to it every now and then, you get that shit and you be like, this is not what a fucking now later is supposed to taste like. This is not what the watermelon motherfucking lollipop blow pop used to taste like. It's that type of energy. The watermelon now laters don't even taste the same no more. Okay, it's that type of energy. So it may be something with of the past. Okay, this is the energy that I am picking up on here. Okay, now when I used my cards yesterday, well, whenever I did this I think on the 5th. Energy dumping, okay, is one of the cards that came out, and that was the very last card that was on top. But a line came out, motive came out, conscious seeker came out, smudge, leader, and enrich. Okay, those are all the cards that came out, and what was on the bottom was energy dumping. Okay, um, what I got from that is there is someone who is aligned and has reason and motive for every move you make. You think and research with the purpose of seeking out the truth and answers with intention to hear. Clean your energy regularly as a leader. You are the one who enriches others. So do not allow anyone to latch on and energy dump all of the low vibing energy onto you in the process of them receiving help and you sharing your energy. Okay, so again, this is giving with vitality here with your rules, the power. And then fertility and nurturing, okay? Make sure you are definitely refilling your own cup. Make sure you are nurturing yourself. Make sure you're not depleting yourself when it comes to trying to help somebody, okay? It's been giving me the energy of somebody wanting to reach back and go back in the past to help, okay? I'm getting that that may be a negative for you, okay? Because you have to stay in a situation where it is more nurturing for you, where it's more fertile for you, okay? Smudging, okay? You may have to clean your energy, okay? Know what somebody's motive is when they enter your life, okay? Enrich. I'm also getting like when you have like enriched type of like vitamins or like fortified orange juice, shit like that. You are that extra ingredient. You are that input to everybody or to the people that you come in contact with, okay? There's people who's trying to align with you for that reason specifically, okay? I'm getting that people are trying to use you as a smudge, okay? The same way you just seen me use all of that sage, that's how people trying to use you. They trying to have you around to protect them. It's that type of energy here, okay? They do look at you as a leader, whoever you are, but be very, very mindful of those who try to come into your energy and dump and dump and dump, okay? Energy dumping. What is energy dumping? Okay, energy dumping is if you get your mother who calls you only when she wants to tell you that this happened, and the story is so low vibrational, the story is so like I don't really care to hear about it, and she's just going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. That's energy dumping. Okay, if you find that you don't want to hear it, if you find that, oh my god, like that's the only reason why she called me, that is called energy dumping, okay? And this person feels good giving it all to you, all right? And by the time you get off that phone, you will be drained, okay? And that person is in a beautiful mood. That person's mood changes. That person's mood shift, okay? Somebody may call you very upset, very angry, trying to tell you about a situation, okay? And that person is in their feelings as if they still talking to that person that put them in those feelings, okay? So they're telling you about the situation. You're doing nothing but listening, but you're being drained more and more and more and more. That is somebody dumping bullshit energy onto you, okay? You have to protect that part of you, okay? Even if you have to act like the phone hung up, okay? When you get tired of hearing it, if you can't just dismiss yourself off the phone, my phone died. My motherfucking phone died. Period. Okay? It's that type of energy. But if you are like one of the chosen or one of the awake, you don't have no problem saying, listen, I don't really want to hear that, okay? But if you have somebody that you feel like you don't really want to impede on their feelings, then my phone died. Okay, it's that type of energy, but you are going to have people trying to dump on you. There's something very, very special about the collective today. All right, very, very, very special about the collective today. Okay, and majority of the collective, my true collective, y'all didn't get the vaccine, right? Okay. The the majority of my collective did not get the vaccine. All right. And this is what we about to talk about. All right, we about to talk about fertility in America. Okay? This is what we are about to talk about. Fertility in America. Okay? Why in the world would they be trying to interfere with the fertile woman in America? Why America, for one? Okay? If we are very, very productive, if we are one of the most prosperous countries, okay, quote unquote, if we are that, why do they want the fertility rate to drop? Okay, the energy that I am seeing here, okay, I am seeing America, I'm seeing descend. All right, while energy dumping is there. So energy jumping, okay, is what I just said, okay? So I am getting that these people, whoever is in the energy of the collective, all right, and I'm not getting that it is just any old mediocre type motherfucker. This is somebody who is in the higher ups, okay? America, descend, and magician here, okay? This is what is going on here. You have people trying to be in your energy, trying to make your magic fall, okay? The people of America, they want your magic to fall. This is the energy here, okay? Fertility came out sideways, vitality and power came out as well, okay? So whatever you have going on within you is something that they want to fall. They want that to descend, okay? Descend is coming down, okay? That is going down when you descend, okay? So I'm getting that they want the fertility level to go down. Okay, why? This is the question. Okay, it is because of your rank. All right, it is because of the rank of what you can even produce. Okay, now a lot of people don't like to believe in God's with an S. Okay, but the shit is real. Okay, they are not trying to control population. That is not what they're trying to control. Okay, so they don't want these babies coming, not because, oh, it's too many people in the world today, it's not enough resources. That's what the fuck they want you to believe. Okay, the reason why they are trying to control population, quote unquote, they are trying to control whether or not babies coming up in this world, is because of the rank of those babies. Okay, this is the energy. Okay, the rank of those babies. Okay, you are not just trying to energy dump on American people. You are not just trying to keep these babies from being born just because, okay? Just because we don't have no room for them. That is not what this is, because you have people dying at alarming rates as well, okay? So it's not, even though you got to think about it, you die of old age, people dying of all type of shit. Okay, so even though there's babies that's coming in this world, it's not a population concern, because you got those going out and you got those coming in. The concern is the rank of those babies. The concern is the incarnation of those gods. Okay, there is a serious fear. There's a serious problem with the fact that they do not want us to have these babies, okay? To the point where I saw something on Instagram, okay? It confirmed everything I even thought. It confirmed everything I even believed, okay? Let me see that. All right? For those who got the vaccine, all right? This is what y'all, the sperm cells is looking like. Now, I don't know what them eggs is looking like, but they saying that the sperm is clumped, the sperm is broken, the sperm is deformed, okay? So now you imagine one of those sperms getting into one of the chosens. What kind of baby is that gonna be? Okay, now when you, this is on whose channel is this? Self Love. Okay, she at the bottom. You can go and see it on her page. She has it on her page. Okay, look her up. Self Love. Okay, listen, it's a reason why I lost everything when it came to that inject that. Okay, that IJ here. It's a reason why. All right, because for all of those people that took that, for all of those people that took that, you have men now who have broken sperm cells, deformed sperm cells. Like, okay, so if you do not want babies to be born into America, if this is what you do not want, why not just have that shot destabilize you altogether? Why are you messing with the sperm? Why are you messing with the egg? Why are you messing with the value and the worth of that sperm, or the value and the worth of that egg? Because that baby's still gonna come, but now that baby is gonna be special needs, or that baby is gonna be hella fucking fucked up, like wrong turn, okay? That baby is gonna be fucking wild. That baby is gonna be crazy, okay? So now, if you are trying to depopularize, why are you just deforming the sperm? Why are you breaking the sperm? Why are you fucking the sperm up? Okay, it's not like it can't still get to where it's gonna go, okay? Because once it gets to where it is going to go, then it still does everything that it is supposed to do. But what does it create then? Okay, and I would hate to say a monster, but that's what it's given. Did you just see the sperm cells? They all over the place like these. They all over the place like these. Like, they look wild. They look crazy. Like, the sperm cells look crazy without even, listen, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit is wild, okay? The reason why they are trying to mess with the eggs and the sperm is because those gods, I'm gonna repeat, those gods are on the uprise. Those gods are coming back, okay? You had those moms and those dads that was in their right mind and said, you will not get that shot. I will not get that shot. Not even playing, okay? To the point of homelessness. Okay, to the point to where I start homeschooling my children, okay? Because you're not going to sneakily give that shit to my child. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to sneakily give it to them. Okay, so I took my children out of school. I ended up saying, fuck the nursing job, okay? Because if you want to test me every time I walk in this building, then deuce the fuck up. Deuces out, okay? And I gave it all up. And it was for this reason exactly, okay? So all of those who are of the gods already, those that are chosen, I guarantee you, we didn't get that shit. We didn't get that shit. And neither did the kids, okay? We didn't get that shit. Okay? We didn't even get we probably came in contact with it, but we didn't get it. Okay? We didn't get the IJ. It's nothing happened to us. We was fine. You have people that had it the first time and was getting it again, okay? It is that type of energy, okay? Those people who stayed away from it, all right? Those people are still going to rise, all right? It was meant for the chosen to not get it. All right. It is that type of energy. They are trying to make the magicians of America fall. This is the energy. This is the energy, okay? Energy dumping, okay? They dumped all that energy into those folks' arms, okay? And now, on down the line, they want to say, hey, it was this many people that passed away from the vaccine, all right? You didn't do nothing but try to make more people go from the vaccine, okay? You got rid of all these people from the actual disease or whatever, but then when you came out with the vaccine, you still had this many people that die, okay? Something's going on with them now, okay? Now their sperm is messed up. Now their eggs are messed up, okay? You did all of this intentionally. This shit was intentional. Okay, this is the energy. Give me more here. All right, all because you trying to get to those people. You trying to get to those gods. You trying to get to those incarnated gods. All right, and that is for sure, and that is the truth. Okay, did you hear about listen, I'm seeing Tefnut and I'm seeing heart here, okay? Emotional, all right? So somebody could possibly, yeah, people are in their feelings on the fact that these seers are waking the fuck up, okay? These seers are definitely seeing through their third eye and they don't want them to, okay? They want these people to remain in their shadow, all right? This is a problem, okay? Me being on this channel is a problem. Me speaking is a problem. Me being a tarot reader is a problem. Why? Why and why again? Because this is the original culture. This is what wakes people up. This is what gets people on the right path. This is what helps people see the truth. I'm not just telling you just to be telling you. Do that shit yourself. Try to tap in yourself, okay? Don't just go off of what I say. Try to tap in yourself. Try to heal yourself, and I guarantee you got it too. Okay, this is what they don't want you to know. Okay, and for sure they don't want it to be in our babies. They don't want these babies to come out, and they're afraid of who comes back through the portal of the Holy Grail. Okay, that is what they are afraid of. Okay, that is what they are afraid of. Give me more here. Yeah, very, very emotional about the seers in America, specifically in America, recognizing, okay, they recognize something is changing here. They know this. I cannot make it up. They recognize that future life is changing. Okay, they see this and they know this. Okay, they knew it back in 2020. This is why they rolled out that bullshit. Okay, this is the energy here. They see it and they recognize that something is changing. Okay, and what they did, they wanted some sort of instant gratification here. Okay, instant gratification to knock people off. All right, to not only knock people off, but to have people in fear, okay, to make people want to get the IJ, and they did. All right, it's that type of energy here. You had people that was saying, I'm gonna put you out if you don't get this, the IJ, okay, all of that, okay, trying to disempower you, okay. This is the energy that I am seeing. Definitely trying to disempower you because you have that flow. You have that flow, okay? A spiritual flow within you, okay? This is the energy that I am getting here, okay? Root, okay? They're definitely trying to get to the root of the issue. And what is the root of the issue here? The root of the issue is the fact that there are gods, okay? The fact that they are re-emerging and they are reappearing, okay? It's more than just one. Y'all need to get off of the idea. It's more than one of everything out there, out to this bitch, right? Ain't this more than one leaf, more than one chair, more than one plant, more than one roll of tissue, more than one rock, more than one car, more, it's more than one of everything. But you telling me it's only one God? Now, I believe that there is a universe. Okay, I believe in the universe as the grand creator. I believe the universe, okay, breathes. Okay, that's what I believe. The universe breathes. Okay, I also believe the universe gave life to gods. Okay, which is simply the elements of the world. Okay, this is what I believe, this is what I feel, this is what I know. Okay, and by me believing this and me being opened up more and more to who I am and what I am spiritually, I'm seeing rare being. Okay, they don't want you to realize that you are a rare being. Okay, they don't want you to realize this. Okay, they don't want you to wake up and realize that you are a God. They don't want you to realize this. Okay, and this is the reason why they put all type of shit in your face and in front of your face. Okay, for you to indulge in it. All right, memory. Okay, they done wiped our motherfucking memory out. Okay, why? Why? All right, what's this? Integrate. All right, they don't want us to emerge with other things and other people. Okay, 144,000 in reverse. Okay, this is what they are trying to do. Okay, they do not want us to integrate the communities. All right, they do not want the chosen to integrate the community because we have memory. We will gain our memory back. Okay, when we do what we supposed to do, we gain our memory back. Okay, and so they do not want us to get into these communities and start waking people up. Okay, this is what I am seeing here. They want you guys to remain without minds, remain with no memory here. Okay, but the 144 they woke, they waking, and they ready for battle. Okay, it is that type of energy because we carry the golden blood. It is that type of energy here. We carry that golden blood. They know this. They know this. I'm supposed to be scared right now, right? With the shit that I be talking on this channel, ain't I supposed to be scared? Ain't I supposed to be somewhere shaking in my motherfucking boots? Nah, though. Nah, not for real. Not for real. I ain't even that type. I am not even that type, okay? Listen, I'm the fool. Okay, I'm being brought to The Gift, okay? If you have not seen that movie, look at it. Please look at the movie, okay? I'm also being brought to Skeleton Key. Okay, they want to tell you that skeleton key is evil. All right, if you don't do nothing but just look at the way that that movie comes on, when that movie comes on, okay, there's a train. You can stop looking at it right after you see the little train, the little carousel thing that carry the people. Okay, there is a train. The number that is on the train is 963. What did I tell you 963 was the other day? Okay, I told you 963 was the frequency of the gods. Okay, so now why is 963? And you know, this world go off numerology. They go off of numbers. Okay, so if we had looked up what that number meant when we first seen that motherfucking movie, then we would have known that was the frequency of the gods. Okay, so why is that number planted in this movie? The Skeleton Key is about quote unquote spell work. Okay, and they make it look evil. They made everything on there look scary. They made everything on there look demonic. Yet when you first started the movie, you gave us the number 963, okay, which is the frequency of the gods. All right, notice that they are against the gods. All right, they are against the gods because they are going off of the number 369. Fuck that. It ain't 369. It's 963. Okay, what is the odds? What is the odds that you have this whole world going off of the number 369, but when you flip that number, that's the frequency of the gods? Okay, when I looked it up, it said gods with an S, and I did not snapshot it. When I looked it up again, it didn't give me the S. It made sure it didn't give me that motherfucker S the next time. Okay? It is the frequency of the gods. All right? And why would that number be in at the beginning of that movie of The Skeleton Key? Okay? When you look at The Gift, it's another one. Is about the gift. Okay? It's this woman on there. She does tarot reading. She has visions. Okay? That's that shit we do. That's that shit. Okay, that's that what they think is demonic. You got people that don't like her in the community because they say she a witch. Okay, all that type of energy. But then it was somebody murked somebody else. Okay, and so they came to her for her to help. Okay, the person that actually did it ended up coming to her for her to help. And she ended up being able to see it because the man was like, do you think if I took you back to the scene that you can help me figure out who did this to my fiance and this, that, and the other? Okay, he was just he was trying to see if she could see or if she knew, and she did. Okay, and he was trying to hurt her in that same location. All right, watch the movie. Watch the movie, yo. They telling us right in our face what it is. They telling us what it is. Okay? Period. They telling us what it is, especially in Skeleton Key. When you see the number, and it's almost like the when they had the bus or the little train showing, that was what they focused on. 963. But they'll never tell you. They'll never tell you that that is the frequency of the gods. And why is that movie in a movie so spiritual? In a movie that quote unquote do witchcraft. Okay, the movie took place in Louisiana, so Louisiana could be significant. Okay, be very, very mindful out here. Open up your eyes, y'all. Open up your heart to want to know, to want to see, to want to figure out what the fuck is going on, because everything out here is pretty much a game. It's pretty much a game. Everything out here is pretty much backwards. All right, that is the energy, pretty much backwards. Okay, they want your ass in your face so you can't see. Okay, in your face, actually your ass. All right, this is the energy here, and the way that they doing, the way that they put the them IJs and folks, that's how them babies gonna come out. Ancestors say that's the truth. That is the truth. Okay, this is the energy. Okay, we might want to go and empower Africa. This is the energy that I am picking up. We might want to go and back Africa at this point. Okay, this is the energy. I'm always an Africa fan. I'm always an Africa fan. All right, and that's the energy. That's the energy. Okay, we need to come as one in that location. All right, it's that type of energy. It is that type of energy here. All right, give me more here. Let me see. Frequency 963. You screenshotted it? He found it. He found it the original way that I saw it, okay? Connection to the divine. 963. Hertz frequency is the connection to the divine, spiritual awakening, and returning to a state of oneness, often called the frequency of the gods or the God frequency. It is believed to activate the pineal gland, raise consciousness, open the crown chakra, and facilitate the experience of spiritual enlightenment. Period. That part. 963. So why are they flaunting this fucked up bullshit ass 369? 369, 369. Okay, and when you look 369 up, it's talking about Tesla, Nikola Tesla. Okay, but if you look up 963, it's talking about the gods. Okay, listen, this must be still on my mind because I feel like I talked about this already. Did I talk about this already? This got to be still on my mind. This is what they wanted me to reiterate. Okay, it has a lot to do with the fertility of you, the fertility of your babies. Be very, very cautious of what it is that you intake. Okay, inhale is what I just got. So be very, very mindful and very, very cautious of what it is that you are partaking in here, okay? Because there is a reason for everything, okay? If you have not watched the movie The Skeleton Key, go and watch it. Don't let it scare you because that is your true self. That is your true identity here, okay? If you have not seen The Gift, go and watch it, okay? I think Keanu Reeves is in The Gift. Okay, I'm seeing a black cat. All right, Keanu Reeves is, that's too many, in The Gift. Wow, when I picked it up, it was on a frequency. Hold on, where is it? Damn. Right there. Okay, when I picked it up, is right there. Okay, it is all about that 963 frequency, not that 369. Okay, that 963 frequency, you are able to communicate with the gods. Okay, and the gods are able to communicate with you. All right, now I have an experience I want to share. Okay, and I don't care about sharing none of my experiences. Okay, because I listen. Yeah, I'm about that life. I'm about that life. I'm not really too much scared of anything. So this is my experience. Right after I did one of my paintings. Wow. Set. Fire. Anger. Rage. Okay? Significant. Right after I did one of my paintings, I went And I sat down in the living room and I was watching TV. And I was resting my elbows on my legs on the couch. Okay. So I'm looking up at the TV. And for some strange reason, I'm breathing. And with every breath that I had, it seemed like, you know how you have your ears clogged, and then when you breathe, you can hear every breath that you take. It sounds like it's hollow, or it's like a muffled, but it's within your head or within your body. Okay. Now, as I'm watching TV, every breath that I take, I'm hearing, and I didn't catch it at first because I was watching TV. Okay. So I'm hearing the with every breath that I take. And then I notice, what the fuck is breathing in my ear with every breath that I take? So I sit up and I start breathing, and it's gone. Okay? I go back down in that same position, head up, looking at the TV, and it's gone. And I'm like, how fucking long was this in my fucking ear, in my fucking head? It wasn't outside of me, it was within me. How long was that breathing with me? Okay? When I noticed it, it gave me the energy of, I looked to the side like, who the fuck is there? Like, who the fuck breathing with me though? My ears ain't clogged. I can hear everything. You know how you could tell when your ear is clogged? My ear wasn't clogged. But that is what I heard. So it gave me clear audience at the time. But who in the fuck was you? Okay? So now, the energy that I got, and this is the spirit of discernment, okay? The energy that I got is that it didn't like me. And whatever it was breathing on me, like it was like it didn't fucking like me, okay? And I wasn't even paying attention to it. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I was just going about my own happy ass motherfucking day, happy ass life. I had just did this painting, and this is how you know when you on that right road, okay? Because that happened immediately right after a painting, okay? And then when I did another piece of art, okay, and I went upstairs and went to sleep, and I tried to close my eyes or whatever, and I was in this state of just looking behind. I always be in a state of looking behind my eyelids before I go to sleep. And that is when different picture, different occasion, okay? And that is when I seen what looked like he a lizard man, a fucking lizard man, bro. His eye was red, but his eyeball gave human or bird or human bird, okay? Something like that. And he kind of veered in. Now, these is after I'm doing my paintings, okay? And this is giving me and I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. It's just telling me you on track. God is allowing the devil to breathe on you. God is allowing you to see that this motherfucker watching you. He's allowing me to see, okay? I don't know if there is going to be some sort of a test that come about. I have no idea, okay? Sovereign healer is here. Telepathy is here again. And creator Atum, okay? Listen, everything is as God has created for it to go, okay? So I feel like I don't reach this space in my life, and you could be in this energy too. I feel like I have reached this space in my life where I have made it to a certain space where God now can set that devil loose, okay, and allow him to come and try to intervene, okay? That's where I feel like I am in my life, and it did not happen. These things did not start happening until I started to paint, okay? And I also learned, okay, for some strange reason, okay, I was on, when you meditate, you're laying down and you're in peace and quiet, okay? I'm also finding and realizing, okay, with everything that I learned, I'm gonna tell y'all too. I'm also finding and realizing that when I'm in that zone of painting, I'm literally meditating as well, okay? I'm not thinking about anything on the outside of me. I'm literally on the inside of me. I'm literally I'm not worried about anything. Okay, now let me tell you another experience while I was doing a painting. Okay, now I'm in my own fucking zone. Okay, I'm in my own fucking zone when I'm painting. Okay, all of a sudden, Raven, I see her galloping through the house. And this gallop that she has as she's going through the house is one that I'm familiar with. That means she's circling this whole bitch trying to get to whatever window she can look out of to see what the fuck is going on. So as I'm painting, I see her go through the kitchen and I'm like, she sees something or she hears something, okay? I'm also hearing things that I feel like I should not even be fucking hearing. Like, did anybody else hear that? But I don't break out of that zone. I don't break out of it, okay? I just happened to look at her and I'm like, she owns something right now. And I wasn't on it with her. I just went back into what the fuck I was doing, okay? Next thing you know, I'm seeing her gallop all the way to this room right here, okay? I'm like, she owns something. I don't know what it is. And I'm not worried about it, okay? Because I know she gonna get that ass. I know she gonna get that ass. She don't play no games, especially about me, all right? Next thing you know, I'm on another part of this painting here. And I step back. For some strange reason, I have to step back and look and see what I'm painting because I don't even know what I'm painting when I'm painting. And I can't even lie to you all, bro. When I'm painting, I'm about to fucking cry. I don't even be knowing what I'm about to paint, bro. I put that brush on that motherfucking, and it's starting to happen more and more. When I put my brush there, it's like I don't even know what I'm about to create yet. But let me just do this, okay? It's almost like I pick up the brush and I just look at the brush and be like, okay, well, what can this brush do? Okay, it's that type of energy with me and the paint and the brushes and all that. Okay, anyway, I stepped back and I looked at the painting, but when I stepped back, I happened to bump into Raven. All right, and Raven was sitting damn near at my feet with her back to me, strong, tall back, and she just looking at the front door. And she is like she's guarding me. She's guarding my soul. She's guarding my spirit, okay? And this is after she gallivanted throughout the house in my living room. And no, she ain't even supposed to be in my living room. She done gallivanted to every part of the downstairs, okay? And after she gallivanted to every part of the downstairs, next thing I know, I stepped back to look at my painting and she was right there. I looked down like, damn, what the fuck she see? That's the energy that it gave me. What do she see? Why is she on guard? Why is she standing right here by me while I am painting? Okay. Why is she acting like it's an intruder around the house? All right. This is the energy that she was in while I was doing one of my paintings. Okay. When I say, this right here, this ain't evil. Ain't nothing evil about it. Okay? Because I'm getting more and more experiences. I'm being introduced to more and more. Okay? And if it was bad, all right, it would be bad. I would be able to tell bad, okay? I would be able to tell this is not right. My discernment would be like, no, this ain't where it's at, okay? But that is not what my discernment is telling me, and I make sure I stop and I make sure I listen, okay? I have an art piece that's called Ancestor Ambush, okay? Ancestor Ambush, okay? You listen, if you get me to 15 likes, I'll show that one in my reading tomorrow. Okay, I will show Ancestor Ambush in my reading tomorrow. As a matter of fact, that's the exact one that I was painting when Raven went racing around this motherfucker like a fucking small horse. Like, and the way she do it is it's just like majestic. The way that she run through here, it's like majestic. And when I finally looked at her again, she was parked right at my feet, strong and big. Like I wish a bitch would, bro. I wish a bitch would. Okay, this is the energy that listen. This is what we coming into. All right, we coming into our true selves. We coming into our divine selves. It ain't nothing bad about coming into your divine self. Okay, I'm getting confirmation from these movies, more and more confirmation from these movies. Anytime you have the frequency of the gods in a movie that is supposed to be demonic, you got me fucked up. You got me all the way fucked up. You just told me that I was on my right path. Okay, again, the movie is The Skeleton Key. You ain't got to watch it all. Just watch the beginning where 963 come up there. How many times have you seen 963 and didn't know it was the frequency of the gods with an S? All right, hand me that. I don't know if I showed them, but with an S. I don't know if you read it, but with an S. Okay. Why is this on Google? Why is this on Google if it don't exist? Okay. Why is this on Google if it does not exist? Okay. Frequency of the. Am I on it? Oh fuck it. It's up in here somewhere, y'all. Gods. Frequency of the gods with an S. Okay, so please, 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 please. The only one God is the one that forms you. That is the only one God, okay? But all them gods together make that one for you. You become one, okay? You become one with the Creator, which makes you a God as well, okay? So we need to open up our minds, all right? We need to open up our hearts, all right? You need to find out where you are, who you are in the creative world, okay? Pay attention to your body so much that you can tell when you are ovulating, okay, ladies? All right? That's how much you should be able to tell your own fucking body. You should be able to feel that day of ovulation. And it's possible. All right, we be so thrown the fuck off, and we be so off in our own world, and we be so concerned with this nigga, and we be so into the kids, and we be so into work, and we be so into every goddamn thing that we just let our period just stumble up on us. Okay, no, no and no again, okay? I know when I'm about to come on when I look at that moon. When I see that moon, I don't keep no time date. I don't keep no date like that. When I look at the moon, I be like, all right, within 2 days, I'll be coming on, okay? This is how I keep track of my body, okay? When I feel a certain thing, I say, hold on, I'm ovulating, okay? I'm ovulating. I can tell when my body is ovulating, okay? And what do? I look at the moon and I see what is the moon like at my time of ovulation. This is how the fuck you supposed to keep up with yourself, with your body, and this is putting energy into you. Okay? Listen, a lot of people gonna want to know who the fuck is she? Who the fuck is she? I'm divinely faceted. Listen, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.